Have you ever had that quiet thought in the back of your mind that even though you're doing everything right, your life still feels like it's standing still? You wake up early, go to work, handle your responsibilities, pay your bills. Everything looks stable from the outside. People might even respect how put together you are. But deep down, there's this subtle feeling you can't ignore. Like you're always busy, always occupied, but not really moving toward anything meaningful. And the hardest part is, nothing feels obviously wrong. Take a typical month. Your paycheck comes in, you take care of rent, your car payment, subscriptions, groceries, everything is handled. There's no major stress, no crisis pushing you to change. So the next month comes, and the same pattern repeats. It feels responsible. It feels like you're doing life the right way. But slowly, without realizing it, that routine becomes a loop. And inside that loop, one small habit starts growing. You think more than you act. You analyze your decisions. You try to figure everything out in advance. You wait until things feel certain. But instead of moving forward, you stay stuck in preparation mode. The truth is, clarity doesn't come before action. It comes after you take that first step. Then there's the idea of the right time. You tell yourself you'll start when things feel more secure, when you're more ready, when life calms down a bit. But life doesn't really work like that. There's always something changing. Expenses, goals, responsibilities, and over time, waiting stops feeling temporary. It becomes your default. At the same time, you're learning a lot. You watch videos, listen to podcasts, read things that make you feel like you're growing. And for a while, it feels productive. But slowly, your brain starts confusing information with progress. You know what you should be doing, but your actions don't match it. You feel aware, but your life stays the same. Without even noticing, you also begin to play it safe. When people see you as smart or capable, you start protecting that image. You choose paths where the risk is low, where failure is less likely. It feels like the mature choice, but over time, it quietly limits you. Your life becomes predictable, structured, controlled. Everything seems fine until something unexpected happens. And when it does, it hits harder than it should because you never gave yourself space to deal with uncertainty. What makes this so difficult is that none of these patterns look like mistakes. In fact, they look responsible, even admirable. That's why people can stay here for years without questioning it. But if you look at people who actually move forward, they approach things differently. They don't wait to feel fully ready. They start when they're just a little ready. They don't just consume ideas, they act on them, even if it means getting things wrong sometimes. And most importantly, they don't try to control everything. They allow a little uncertainty into their lives because that's where real growth begins. At the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with you. You're disciplined, you're responsible, you're trying to do things the right way. But sometimes trying too hard to get everything right is exactly what keeps you from moving forward. And if this made you pause and reflect, even for a moment, that might be the first real step.